There's something that pisses me off. Actually, there are lots of things that piss me off. But one thing that pisses me off a lot is when I hear people say with a lot of confidence that a vehicle is a 5-star rated product, 5-star crash rated product, and it will stay safe no matter what the speed. No, that is not the case. And let me explain why. Firstly, let me get to something that really got my goat all the time, and that is the 5-star child occupant protection, COP. That is valid only when a child or infant is in a child seat or an infant carrier. There has to be a proper child seat or infant carrier. There's a rating for this. You can buy these child seats. Just like I see a car with a baby on board sign warning me, okay, I should give them a little bit of space, but then I go past it and the baby is sitting on the lap of the mother on the front seat. Worse, sometimes you see a child sitting on the lap of the parent driving the vehicle. Anyway, that's another thing altogether. But let's talk about crash tests and 5-star scores. The main test of any NCAP is the front crash test. Okay, the frontal side impact. It's about 60% of the vehicle is crashed because it's very rare for vehicles to crash exactly right into each other. So it's 60% offset, and that crash test, and I've seen a couple of these live. I've seen one at the Maruti Rohtak facility and it's loud. I've seen one at the Mahindra facility, test facility out in Tamil Nadu. That's also, it's very, very loud when a car crashes into a huge block of steel. These crash tests occur, the car is sped up on a sled to 64 kilometers per hour and it goes bang. Awesome, it's loud, but that's it. This is an exam for which you know the answers to. You prepare for those answers. We've all done it. And these answers are public. It's not a paper leak. There's no surprises over here. NCAP, the answers are the same. They change the parameters of the test every few years. From, in a couple of years, Euro NCAP will change. Right now, Euro NCAP insists that you have to have driver assistance systems and automatic emergency braking. If you don't have automatic emergency braking, no matter how safe the vehicle is structurally, you will not get a 5-star score. In fact, if you don't have automatic emergency braking in some areas now, you will probably get 0 stars. But you are tested at 64 kilometers per hour. Your vehicle does not have to perform any much beyond that. Now, almost every vehicle sold in India today is a 5-star rated vehicle, other than some entry-level models. And that's great. It's awesome to see more and more safety. And I'm not saying all cars will fail at 65 kilometers per hour, but a 5-star rated vehicle does not mean a vehicle is going to keep you safe at highway speeds or expressway speeds. I just drove down from Jaipur to Delhi on the Delhi-Vadodara expressway. There's a speed limit of 120 kilometers per hour on that road. And at 120 kilometers per hour, if I have an accident, well, I don't know if I'll survive, no matter how safe the vehicle might be. There's the other thing. Even if a vehicle is safe, even if it is 5-star rated, if you crash into the back of a heavy commercial vehicle which does not have underride protection, you might not survive. And there are pictures of these. There are lots of accidents like these all the time. The government has to make underride protection mandatory for all heavy commercial vehicles because that is an extremely common thing. So no matter how safe a vehicle might be, it could be 5-star rated in a frontal offset test, could be 5-star rated for the side impact test, pole impact, all of that. No underride protection, well, your head might still be cut off. So, I'm sorry if that sounded a bit gory, but just because a vehicle has 5-star rating doesn't mean it will be safe beyond the tested speed. It'll probably keep you safe till 75, 80, even 100 kilometers per hour possibly. But there's no guarantee of that. Sorry, this is a little bugbear. I thought I'd just talk about it. Do leave your thoughts and comments below. What do you think about safety scores and safety tests? Do you think much more should be done? And is it really fair if the manufacturers already know all the answers? Leave your comments below. Do remember to subscribe and like my channels wherever you're watching this.